Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. Before watching this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Now, let's start this video. Maritime Law Enforcement in Japan Part 2. The Piracy Act provides measures to be taken by the Self-Defense Force of Japan against acts of piracy in emergency situations. Article 2 of the Act defines acts of piracy as offenses committed for private ends by any person on board a ship, except warship and ship owned or operated by a state on the high sea, including the exclusive economic zone in the territorial seas or in the territorial sea or internal waters of Japan. The offenses under Article 2 comprising another navigating ship, robbing property on board the ship, abducting person on board the ship, demanding a third person to deliver property by taking hostage, and attempting to commit acts of piracy. Article 3 and 4 of the Act penalize these offenses, ranging from the imprisonment of less than 3 years, life imprisonment to the death penalty. Under the Piracy Act, both GCG and GMSGF are authorized to use weapons if the person committing acts of piracy did not obey their orders, and there is a reasonable reason to believe that no other means exist. Japanese law explicitly stipulating enforcement measures at sea include the act of navigation of foreign ships through the territorial sea and internal waters, Fisheries Act, and Act on the exercise of the sovereign right for fishery in the exclusive economic zone. The Act on navigation of foreign ships through the territorial sea and internal waters authorizes GCG officers to visit and inspect a foreign vessel and question the captain and crew of the vessels. The Fisheries Act stipulates that authorized fisheries supervising officers may act as law enforcement officers as provided under the Code of Criminal Procedures. The Act on the exercise of the sovereign right for fishery in the exclusive economic zone provides that in the event that a vessel is seized or the master of a vessel is arrested for a violation of the Act, a person who is acting as a judicial police officer must notify the master of the vessel of the procedure concerning prompt release following posting of a bond or certifying that a bond will be posted. The following section examines practice of maritime law enforcement based on this different law. Japan's maritime law enforcement practices. Statistics indicate that GCG identified vessels involved in maritime crimes in 9,715 total cases in 2016. GCG conducted inspection on a total number 29,986 Japanese vessels and 5,256 foreign vessels. 5,211 foreign vessels were inspected in Japan's internal waters, 35 foreign vessels in the territorial sea, and 10 foreign vessels in the exclusive economic zone. The following section analyzes Japan's practice of maritime law enforcement in the prevention and punishment of piracy and armed robbery against ships, illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, marine pollution, illegal immigration by sea, and drug trafficking by sea. Piracy and armed robbery against ships. Since pirates attacked a chemical tanker owned by a Japanese company off the coast of Somalia on 28 October 2007, the Japanese government and relevant agencies raised questions as to difficult for GCG and GMSDF to react against Somali piracy under the GCG Act and SDF Act. In 2009, Japan enacted the Piracy Act, which enabled GMSDF to take measures against piracy for a longer period than the enforcement action allowed under the SDF Act. The Piracy Act also enabled GMSDF to protect foreign vessels navigating on the high seas attacked by foreign pirates. This act, however, does not allow GMSDF officers to act as judicial police officers. GCG officers are therefore on board GMSDF vessels in order to arrest suspects, investigate, and collect evidence for the offenses committed under the Piracy Act. Those violating the Act receive sentences ranging from imprisonment of less than 3 years, life imprisonment to the death penalty. Although the number of piracy attacks off the coast of Somalia and the Gulf of Aden decreased significantly, two GMSDF vessels in 8 GCG officers on board each vessel patrol the area and escort commercial vessels as of 2017. From the enactment of the Piracy Act to September 2017, GMSDF escorted 3,809 vessels in the areas of the Gulf of Aden and off the coast of Somalia, 18 vessels flying the flag of Japan, 674 vessels flying the flag of foreign states and operate in Japan's companies. Only 49 vessels had Japan's crew on board, and 3,117 vessels flying the flag of foreign states and operate by foreign companies. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Illegal fishing by Japanese state nationals continue to be one of the frequently controlled crimes. The number of illegal fishing casks controlled by GCG amount to 2,408 in 2015. Such illegal fishing often takes place as unorganized crime. The Fisheries Act criminalizes fishing without The Fisheries Act criminalizes fishing without the right of fish by a prison sentence of not more than 3 years or fining of not more than 2 million yen. As to illegal fishing by foreign fishing vessels, the Act on Regulation of Fishing Operation by Foreign Nationals prohibits foreign nationals and foreign corporations established by foreign laws from engaging in fishery, catering, and taking of aquatic plants and animals, and preparatory activities for fishing or exploration in the territorial sea of Japan. Fishery means catering, taking, or culture of aquatic plants and animals. Catering and taking of aquatic plants and animals include search and collection of fish, preservation or processing of catch, and transportation or supply of catch of their products to vessels. Transshipment of catch from a foreign fishing vessel to another foreign or Japanese vessel is prohibited in the territorial sea of Japan. Japanese vessels are prohibited from landing or transshipment of the catches which are transshipped from foreign vessels outside the territorial waters of Japan in the Japanese port. GCG officers enforce the above act at sea based on their authorities given under GCG Act. Under the Fisheries Act, fisheries supervision or fisheries supervising officers who are appointed by the Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries Minister or prefectural governors are also entitled to visit fishing grounds, boats, place or business, office, and warehouse to inspect the situation or document or to ask questions to the person concerned. When specially designed, they can act as judicial police officer in accordance with the Code of Criminal Procedure. The Act on Regulation of Fishing Operations by Foreign National penalizes those who fish in the territorial sea of Japan against its rules by a prison sentence of not more than 3 years or fining of not more than 30 million yen or both. Captains who engage in the illegal transshipment of catch against The above rules can be punished by a prison sentence of not more than 3 years or fining of not more than 4 million yen or both. Okay everyone, that's all this article today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next one. Bye bye.